Hello everybody, this is Mr. Blackham, and this is a message for Year 5 parents. Every year, Year 6 children go on a 1-week residential trip to Kench Hill, which is a large house situated in Kent. They stay in this Georgian house where all the meals are cooked for them, and they engage in a range of activities such as archery, baking, walking in the forest, orienteering, and a visit to a rare breed centre. They have a lot of fun and it's very educational, where they learn outdoors on a range of subjects. The dates of the trip are from the 15th of November to the 19th of November, Monday to Friday. They will leave school at about 9 o'clock on the Monday morning and return to school at about 2:30 p.m. on the Friday. Here is a map of where the Kench charity or the house is. It's down in the southeast of England in Kent. We will take a coach and start at about 9 o'clock in the morning, take the M25 around London, onto the M20 through Maidstone, down towards Ashford, and then finally onto the Kench charity. It takes about an hour and a half to get there, and obviously an hour and a half to get back. We will leave at 9 a.m. in the morning on the Monday morning, and then we'll be back by about 2:30 in the afternoon on the Friday. This is a photograph of the Georgian house that we'll be staying in. As you can see, it's 3 stories high, has 3 floors obviously, and it has its own kitchen with its own chefs and cleaners. On the first floor, this is where the girls will be staying, and there will be a female member of staff in their staff bedroom, and then there are 2 other bedrooms with 8 bunk beds in them. There's also, as you can see, a shower block with 3 showers and 3 toilets in it. The top floor is where the boys will be staying, and in the staff bedroom the single bed is where I'll be, and then there's again 2 separate rooms with bunk beds in them with 8 children who can stay in each one. The children will make their own beds when they get there. They will have their own sheets, their own duvet and duvet cover, and they have to make up their own bed. And the bedrooms have to be tidy for the whole week. And they will be given points and prizes for the children who have the tidiest bedroom. This is an example of a timetable for the week. So on Monday, meet at school at 8:15. We'll leave school between 8:30 and 9 a.m. We'll arrive in Kench Hill at about 10:30. There'll be a quick tour of the house, a health and safety meeting, and then we'll have lunch at 12:30. In the afternoon, they'll be going swimming and have dinner about 5:30. In the evening, they'll write a postcard and write in their diary before having a shower, have hot cocoa and then a snack, and then they'll be in bed. In the mornings, each group, they'll be divided into 4 different groups, and each group will go and feed the hens and collect eggs. They'll have breakfast, and then we'll be doing various activities such as gardening, bread making, orienteering, photograms, weaving, environmental art, building shelters. We might be able to go to Cambersand to the beach, and then on Thursday we'll be going to a rare breed centre all day. There's lots of amazing animals they'll be going to see, and they'll even be able to get in a petting pen where they'll be able to stroke some farmyard animals and get up close to some piglets, horses, goats, and it's a fantastic day. And in the afternoon there is an adventure park there with a zip line. On Friday they'll wake up at the same time, have breakfast, feed the hens, and then there'll be time to clean up their rooms, pack their cases, and then we'll leave at 12:45, aiming to arrive back in school by 2:30. No phones or electronics will be allowed to be taken by the children. What we find is that the children, on the first day they're there, they obviously miss their parents, and they might get a bit upset, they might get a bit anxious. However, by the second day, most of the children will have got used to it and will not be missing their parents or their family quite as much. But if they are ringing their parents or texting their parents or speaking to their parents every day, that feeling of missing them will stay for the whole week and will have tears all week. So that's why we think it's best that there's no phones or electronics that are taken by the children. No food needs to be taken by them as well, because we will provide them with all the food they need whilst they're there. Now we know our children have got fantastic manners, so we carry on those expectations when they're in Kench Hill. Good manners, listening and following instructions, sensible green behaviour, and following all of our super skills that will help them to have an enjoyable and rewarding time when they're there. They will gain room points and have extra breaks for those children who are behaving well. Consequences if they don't do well is there'll be reflection time away from others, they'll miss out on activities, and they might be sent to bed early. In very, very extreme cases, you might have to come and collect your child from Kench Hill early. But we've never had to do that yet, but obviously we cannot ever rule that out. You will today receive a letter with how much the trip costs on it. This must be paid in full before we leave, and it can be paid on parent pay, which all of you should be have had it set up by now. If you haven't, you will receive a letter to tell you how to do that, and you can pay that off in instalments, so you can pay it off on a monthly basis if you'd like. Medication. All medication must be up to date and in school a week before. No medication can be taken if it isn't. And if your child needs medication close to the date that hasn't been put on the form that we're going to give you, then please let us know. We need to make up care plans for all children's medications that are signed by yourselves with a month before we go, so that we know exactly when that needs to be taken and how much is taken, and those documents have to be completed before you go. So please make sure that all medication that you need your child to be taken is with us a week before, and that we know about it. You will receive a medical form that you'll be able to write all that down on. Things to remember and do. Only bring old clothes. They will get dirty, they will get muddy, they will get wet, so please do not buy anything new. The Kench Hill provides the children with Wellington boots and a raincoat, not a warm coat, but a raincoat. So they will be dry, but they will need to bring their own coat as well. They need to be in school, your child needs to be in school by 8:15 to load on the coach on the Monday. All medicated creams need a care plan. I will phone school each day to let the school know how they are. So if you wanted to, you could phone the school to see how your child is doing. And we'll be back at school on Friday at about 2:30. If you have any emergencies and you need to contact your child, please phone the school and they will then contact us. They can bring some pocket money with a maximum of £20. Please put that in an envelope, and then we will collect that in and then return any change at the end of the week. Write your name on the child's, any throwaway cameras, please write your name on them, because then it makes it easier for us to look after, and it's probably best not to bring a digital camera just because in case it might get broken. If you have any questions, then please ring the school and ask to speak to Mr. Blackham. I've been running this trip for about 10 years now, and it is an absolutely fantastic week that the children remember forever. We will have another meeting next term around September time, just to hopefully we'll be able to meet face to face, just in case you have any other questions or you want to find out any other information, and then we'll be able to give you more information about what they need to take close to the time. We're sending out a letter today, so please can you reply to that letter when you have made your decision whether you want your child to go, to say whether they're going to come or not. And if you could reply to that by the 9th of July, then that would be great. Thank you very much for listening.